What the hell are you talking about?
Her. Like I said, she's a singer from the old Blue Note back in Boston I was telling you about. The one that got into all the drugs and the booze and the wild sex after she hooked up with Julian Crane. She looks pretty good after 25 years, don't you think?
Damn it, this is my wife you're talking about.
Your wife?
My husband's right. You have obviously got me confused with someone else.
It's no mistake, Eve. It's your moment of reckoning. All your secrets are about to come out. Well, if it isn't Julian, the last nail in my sister's coffin.
Mr. Craig, look, it's your whore from the old Blue Note back in Boston. Look, I'm telling you the truth. These two used to be hot and heavy. I'm telling you, man, these two used to be lovers and then some.
Sir, I'm sorry, but you have mistaken me for someone else. Likewise, this lady, she is one of Harmony's most prominent, respected citizens.
Crane here must still be to think she's a class act. She's a hooker. A high-priced one, but supposedly worth every penny.
Nobody talks about my wife that way. Wife is not a whore. She's not a whore.
I need your help. Please, hold back.
My wife's not a whore.
You see, Sam warned you about your temper.
Somebody better get this trash out of here.
I don't get what all the fuss is over a hooker.
My wife is not a hooker.
She sang for a supper, if you know what I mean.
What the hell are you talking about?
He was all hot and bothered by her. She was good. She was a singer. That's why Mr. Crane wanted her.
As I said, you've mistaken me and the lady for someone else.
No, you two were an item. And they could drink it. Their favorite was champagne. And then there was the drugs and the wild parties and the homemade movies of their romantic romps in the bedroom.
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, you a wildcat, baby.
That's enough.
You were a lucky man. It's the truth.
Okay, you know what? Mr. Crane is right. I mean, this is unbelievable for you to walk in here and claim that he had an affair with this woman and that they indulged in alcohol and drugs and fornication.
That's exactly what happened.
Listen, my wife is a doctor. She is the most respected woman in Harmony. And she is not the floozy that you think she is from Boston.
Look, I don't like being called a liar. I'm telling you that she used to be with him. And they had a big-time thing together.
Damn it, that's impossible.
I can prove it.
The hell you can.
I can prove that your wife and Julian Crane were lovers. I can prove that Mr. Crane and this woman had a past together.
Well, how is that possible? What proof do you have?
Irrefutable proof.
He's full of it. My wife has never been involved with Julian Crane, much less his whore.
Oh, yes, she was.
You're a damn liar.
Oh, see for yourself. I have proof that him and her were a big item back in Boston.
You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really don't mean to be rude, but...
Why did Rebecca knock this man unconscious? Why would she want to protect us?
Can't imagine.
Rebecca, why'd you knock him out like that?
Huh. Isn't it obvious? Well, I think you just could tell us anyway, Rebecca.
The man was causing a scene. Well, I didn't want any of my new society friends here to hear any rumors about my Julian. Look, I know that my Pookie here has a disgustingly debauched past. It's true. But I didn't want there to be any more rumors. No, it's taken me far too long to become Mrs. Julian Crane, and I am not going to be the subject of ridicule.
Like you weren't before. The donkey's alone.
And now, wait, the point here is that this guy was wrong. I mean, even Julian having some past way back when in Beantown. And then acting like they were pioneers in the sexual revolution? Oh, please. Now, Eve is such a prude, it's a wonder you're even a father, TC. And as for Julian having to pay for sex, come on now. We all know a woman will sleep with a man if he has enough money. I mean, look at Maria Callas and Aristotle Onassis. Oh, and Anna Nicole Smith and that old geezer she was married to. No, Ripped Van Winkle here was wrong. Julian and Eve do not have a past.
Yes, but I still wonder what proof he thought he had. And maybe it's in his coat pocket. After all, he seemed pretty confident that Eve and Julian had an intimate relationship.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, why don't we take a look? What harm could it do?
Car keys?
Yes, I'm sure he was planning on making a quick getaway after he extorted my Pookie.
But he sounded so believable.
Well, con men usually do.
Indeed.
Yeah, and, you know, before he set his sights on Julian, he actually even threatened me. I mean, he said that I used to work in a bar as some hoochie dancer in Pearl Harbor.
Well, did you?
Well, of course not. I've never been to Pearl Harbor. Oh, look, the point is that he didn't know diddly about Julian and Eve.
Sweetheart, I am so sorry that this scum bothered you.
Yes, TC, so am I. Eve Russell.
Eve, it's Pilar. I'm at Sheridan's cottage. She collapsed earlier and is running a very high fever. Is there any way you can come over here?
Yes, Pilar, I'll be right there. Honey, that's Pilar. She says that Sheridan's taken ill with fever, so I'm gonna go over to the cottage and look after her.
No, honey, I don't want you going anywhere near the Crane estate. Especially after Julian tried to kidnap you tonight.
Honey, I told Pilar that I would come.
Damn it, I don't care. You know, every time we set foot in that place, something bad happens. Now, who knows what he'll try when he gets home?
I understand your reluctance, honey, but Sheridan's my patient, so I do have to go.
Well, damn it, I'm going with you. Because I don't want you to be alone.
Liz? Could you have that lout thrown out of here, please?